Hey guys, sup, Reed here for the YugiohCouncil, and today I bring you a stock market video, and this is pretty much like the last video before Easter because I'm going to be taking a small little break. There'll probably be a video on Saturday, but anyways, besides the point. 1988 Giant Hands. Yeah, 1988. 1829 will get you a Beatrice. $5 will get you a number 38, and it should go without saying that these prices will change throughout the week. They can change, it may change, just going over that. Power Sync, this is one that someone brought up in the comment section. I wanted to go over for you guys. 289, 290. Really not a good card. It's kind of mad because it takes a while to set up. Two monster effects have to trigger, and then it's a walking skill drain. It is a skill drain. But again, too much setup, too much requirement. And then Speedroy Terratop, $5.99 this week on eBay. Sorry if we're going a little bit too fast. I want to make sure we get through everything, like all 28 cards. $5.99. Also in the YouTube comment sections, you guys told me to, that I jumped in price. I wanted to go over it with you guys. That's what I meant to say. $5.99 Solemn Scalding. And then we have the Phantom Knights of Ancient Cloak at $10. I don't know why Scalding. I just want to go back to this real quick. I'm not sure why Scalding's going up in price, to be completely blunt. I can't really see too many decks playing it over Strike. That 3,000 cost is just... unless you're talking like something with Adrian, the Pendulum Counter Fairy, that's pretty much all I can really see. I call it Counter Fairy. The Phantom Knights of Ancient Cloak, $10 to $11 a piece. The Fog Blaze, $7.50 this week on eBay. Time Space Trap Hole, great time to pick them up at $1.75 a freaking piece. If you're not jumping on that price and you need a Time Space Trap Hole, what the hell are you waiting for? Maxis, $6.98 to $7. Definitely a great time. I don't think they're going to get any cheaper than $7 on eBay or anywhere else. I really don't see it dropping any further than that, because it is pretty much near staple if you're playing competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Ghost Ogre Snow Rabbit, $16.49 to $17 a piece. That's not bad considering that this is only the first reprint and still a sought out after card. If it loses playability and sometime in the future we get a ban list or something that switches up gears and makes this not nearly as good as it is now, then I could see it dropping in price. Otherwise, it's going to be around $17. Archfiend Eccentric, $7.16, $7.17, $7.49, around close to $8 a piece. And again, another one of those cards that I see retaining its price for quite a bit to come. Twin Twisters, $8.95. These things fluctuate faster than Prince changes names constantly. $9, $9, $9.20, $9.38. That's $9.44, $9.49. $9.50. So it's different prices. It depends, who you're buying from. But again, Twin Twister is one of those cards that are going to stay up there in price to come. Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, $1.53 to $1.60 a piece. Not bad, pretty cheap. So good side that card. $13.82. I thought last week it wasn't going to get any lower than $5, but I got pie on my face, and I admit when I'm wrong. $3.82. That would be ironic if it was $33, but that would just be completely idiotic. $3.82 for Dante's Cosmo Dark Destroyer, Dank Destroyer, $11.95, has dropped quite a bit. So I think it's fair to say that Cosmos are fairly budgeted. They're not completely cheap, because remember, you still need the extra deck stuff. That's always going to run you a certain amount of price. But you know what, compared to what they were to now, they are definitely a lot more affordable than they used to be. Emergency Teleport's only going for $3.15. Everyone's scared of the ban list, and I'll be honest, you got every right to be, because this probably will end up on the ban list. I'm not trying to be an advocate of, it's just going to go on the ban list. It's hard to say, but I could see it happening. Storming Mirror Force, $2.75 this week on eBay. Definitely cheap. So if you still need them, it's great for the Cosmo matchup. That's pretty much the best use you're going to get out of them. $2.75. Quaking Mirror Force, $4.49. I highly recommend everyone get your Quaking Mirror Forces, because if you haven't tried Quaking Mirror Force, at least give it a go first. Trust me, it's a fucking amazing card for what it does. It just locks out your opponent. It's like having Book of Moon, but with 5 monsters going down at once. That's pretty much the best way to give it as an example. You can get a DT Instant Fusion for $4.97. That is the lowest you'll find a Instant Fusion in general, because they're still selling out quite a bit. So $4.97 for a DT, that's not bad at all. And I've been saying it for the past couple of months, this card was going to jump, and it has officially jumped. The Melody of Awakening Dragons, that was a $2 card, is now $9.92. But I will point this out again. We do not have a date for Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon, meaning that this card's full potential and possibly, I can't even talk right because I'm so tired from doing reviews and shit for the network and everything else, but that's aside the point. That's besides the point. This card could jump up even further in price than now. So if you waited to think that it was just going to remain at $2, you might as well just pick them up at $10 now, because I do not see them getting lower. I only see them getting higher when we get the announcement of Alternative Eyes coming to the TCG side. Just point that out. But obviously this card has skyrocketed in price. People are getting their Blue Eye stuff. So if you didn't get your Blue Eye stuff, kind of a bad time now. $46.95 will net you a Break Sword. Again, this is one of those cards, unfortunately, that's going to stay up in price for a while, because as long as BA PK is going to be a thing, or just PK or BAs in general, then this is going to remain high in price. And obviously, you know, it's worth it. Digestor Morel, $7.89. Fortunately, $40. Good to see it. Tin Can, $7.49. And then Cosmojo, $10. So Cosmojo is actually increasing while Tin Can's declining just a little bit. Not too much on either one of those parts, mind you. Super Quantum Red Layer, $15.75. Starting to drop down because not everyone's looking for it. Solemn Strikes are at $47.54. That is including the shipping on it. And I believe we just have one more to go over, which is Eye of Timaeus at $48.88 to $50, and probably will get a reprint. Finally, thank you, Konami, for finally fucking reprinting something you should have reprinted earlier in the year in Gold Series. In Dragons of Legend Unleashed. That's everything I wanted to cover for stock market. If I left anything out, put it down in the comment section below so we can do it next week. And see, the secondary market's still alive, even though Konami tries to kill it, number one. Number two, I celebrate Easter, so Sunday I'm probably not going to post anything on this channel, but I will post to the smaller channels just because their schedules require it, basically the Council Network. And maybe Ryu Avalon Gaming. That's pretty much the only two channels on Sunday that will get videos in the back half of the day. Only because I need to be caught up on a few things on those channels anyway. But expect a video probably on Saturday, because tomorrow I'll be out with Mikey recording a good chunk of the day, and then when I get back, recording and editing even more. So I'm going to basically just finish up the IRL duel videos that we shot, so that way we can get those out to you guys. So I don't want you thinking that we don't care, or we're not posting out stuff, to not post out stuff. I just get really, really busy in March. This constantly happens every March. So don't worry, we'll be back on track right after Easter, so it'll be great. So anyways, I'll see you guys later this week for some videos, and I'll see you next week for coffee time. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed Stock Market, it's every single Thursday around the same time. I constantly post them out around the same time because I know that's when the viewership is at its highest and everyone comes in and is able to watch it as a collective. So thank you guys for watching it. Thank you for supporting the channel, and I will see you guys. And if you do celebrate Easter, if you do, or Passover, happy Easter, just have a good one, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching as always. Peace.